Okay, so here we have a quick demonstration on how to do a table content. So I picked up that document that I created in the previous demonstration right here that has all my columns, except this time I have added some text to it. So I created some paragraph styles. I've created a header right here that spans 2 columns, so that's where the text wraps around. This is a one text frame that has 3 columns. Again, you right click in there, text frame text frame options right here, and you have 3 columns with a gutter of 0.25, so it matches. You can see the lines right here, the little blue lines over the purple. It matches my columns, my grid, my document. So here I have created a few styles, because if you want to create an automatic table of content, you need to have paragraph styles. So here I have my header, I have a title style, and I have my body copy style, right? And it's applied throughout the document. I have header item number 1, header item number 2, header item number 3, right? And I placed some images just for placement, just to make it look a little prettier. So to create an automatic table of content that will carry over into a PDF, for example, an interactive PDF that you've seen, not the ebook stuff, but the PDFs that you may have grabbed for the, let's say, GDT10, where you actually have bookmarks on the left-hand side in your Acrobat window, and that allows you to switch and to click directly into whatever page, whatever chapter. So you need to create a table of content for that. So to create a table of content, all you have to do, well, it gets a little complex. All you have to go into layout right here, and you go table of contents. So this is the dialog window that you have. So by default, table of content style is going to be a default, right? What you're going to call your table of content is, that's your title that will appear. So we can put contents, we can call it table of contents, so it's table of contents. And that title right here has no paragraph styles. Right now we only have the header, the title, and the body copy, so you can pick that from your list that you already made. So we're gonna do, well, see, TOC title, so it creates one by default. We're gonna use it. I have no idea what it looks like, so we're gonna see what happens with it. Actually, you know what? No, we're gonna use our title that we have up here. Now what you want is the table of content will create an item and a page number automatically, but based on your paragraph styles that are applied on whatever page you have. So we're going to add the paragraph styles that you have in your document and then add them to the list that the table of content will read off. So we want to make sure that the headers, which is header item number 1, will be on your list, so you add that. And then the next one is going to be the title that you want to add as well, right? So this is going to be on the second level. So the first header and the title, again, you need to apply a style that you may have already set. So you apply a style to the items that will be on the list of the table of content. It's difficult to explain because it's difficult to wrap your head around it. So let's say the header items in your document will have a style applied within your table of content that you will be making right here. So we're going to apply, for now, we're just going to apply just a body copy for now. I know there's TOC body text, so we're going to try that actually by default, since we bypassed the table of content style. So we're going to apply this TOC body text that I have not made to the header, and then to the title we're going to do the same thing. We're going to apply that stuff. So again, the title, which is here, will be pulled into the table of content, and then this style will be applied in the table of content. So at this point, we're pretty good. We're going to go click OK. Do you want the table of content to be in overset text? And no, because I have some overset text somewhere in my document. So as soon as I click on that, I say click OK, I have my cursor that has, you can see a little text frame and some text attached to it. So I can, literally just click and drag to create a text frame, and it'll drop the table of content right in there. So everything that I have in my document, such as header item number 1, is right here, header item number 1. And it's, well, yeah, I mistyped it. It copies exactly the way this was typed. So I actually had typed header in with my all caps key turned on. And then afterwards, I changed the whole thing in my style and turned to apply in all caps on the style only. But these words right here were not typed in all caps. So they show as in not in all caps. And you can see header item number 1 is on page 1. Title style number 1 is on page 1. This is another title that is right here, right? And it's on page 1 again. Header item number 2 is on page 2. It's automatic right there. Number 1, number 2, number 3. And it's all here. Number 1, page 2, page 2, page 3. So again, so this is a default, right? So we used the existing paragraph style for my title right here, which is used right here as well. So we use this one as a default, so we're gonna keep it. But all that text right here, it defaulted to a TOC, which is table of content, body text. It created a paragraph style for me, which is like, kind of, everything is a little wonky, right? Page numbers don't line up, etc. So I'm going to double click on my paragraph style right here in my palette. I'm gonna double click on that style right here, and then I'm gonna edit it. So body text, sure, I'm gonna keep the name, it's not important. But I'm gonna go in there, I'm gonna go minion, 12 point. You know what, no. I'm gonna go with the style I want, Helvetica new that I have in my style right there. I'm gonna go regular, sure, but I'm gonna make it a little smaller. And I'm going to have a little space after, so it'll separate them a little bit, like so. And I'm gonna create a little rule below. So basically a little line that divides the lines. So rule below, if I turn it on, this is what it looks like. So it looks like crap right now. I'm gonna go 0.5, make it a little thinner. You know, I could even go, yeah, right now I can, I can even change the roller style, just like a stroke, right? So I can do dotted, I can do wavy, there you go, wave. It doesn't look like much because it's really small. So if I make it bigger, then you see what I'm doing. Again, you can do Japanese dots, whatever, right? So let's keep it thin, keep it small. You need to offset it a little bit because by default, your ruler will be on the baseline, so the letters are touching a little bit. So I'm just going to offset just a notch, so it separates the ruler within my paragraph right here. And what I want to do is I want to make sure that I have a tab, right? So first of all, click OK on this one, and then I want to go again to my guides. So my text frame matches the 4 columns right here. I can make it a little narrower. The ruler will, the rules actually say will follow. And the width of my text frame is 3.375 up here, right? So now I want to go back into my table of content right here, and I'm going to customize my tabs, right? Because right now there's no tab, so therefore that's where the numbers are a little wonky, and they're just basically by default there's about ½ an inch between your text right here. There's a tab right there, a tab character, and then there's your page number. The tab character that you cannot see right now, you can go under type and then show hidden character at the very bottom. And you can see, if I zoom in a little bit, now you can see that little tab character right there in between, right? If I go back there and I hit the tab key, it creates that little double chevron arrow looking thing, and that's a tab character. So I'm gonna keep it open like this. Again, table of content, paragraph style, I'm gonna set my tabs. So my tabs right now, again, it's blank. So I wanna line my numbers to the right. So I'm gonna pick this one right here, the right justified tab, and then I click in that little tiny little white area above the ruler right here. I'm just gonna click in there. And I'm gonna make sure that this is one of those, and then this is the position of it. I just placed it randomly right now, and you see the numbers all lined up already. And then I can change that. I can change it right here, or I can just drag and drop it to wherever I want. So I want to push it a little bit more. There it is. That's good enough. And because I want to have, like a little bit of a space right there at the end of my line, I want to have, again, a little indent on the left-hand side. And so in my paragraph style right here, I go into the indent right here, and I just add a little indent like so. So it just steps out, right? And just click OK. It's going to hit the W key to hide everything. It looks pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. I'm going to fix those a little later, just in a second. But what I want right now is I want to have my header sections bolded, you know, and the same with the number right as well right there. So what I can do, or actually what I must do, is create a character style. Character styles right now are blank. Character style is to, for example, just like in this case, is to bold just one word or one letter or one number, etc. So I'm going to create a, you know, just going to stylize it right here. I'm going to select it, and I'm going to go bold right here, and I'm going to make it a color just for fun. So I'm going to use the blue right there, and go back to my character style window that closed, and I'm just going to create a new one right there because it's already selected. It'll create that style right there, character style 1. So I'm going to double click on that, and I'm going to call it number bold. Actually, I'm going to call it TOC number bold right there. It changed my ruler to the blue color because by default it's the last character color. The ruler matches the last character color in the list. So I'm going to go back into my paragraph style quickly. And I'm going to go back in my paragraph rules right here. And you see the color by default is the text color. Although it's the last character, it changes everything to blue. So I'm going to go black. Now it's back to black, and I'm going to tint it, let's say, to 50%. So it's a little lighter. Actually, even less, 30%. So it's nice and subtle. So now that I have, oops, wrong keys. Now that I have my one page number right here, it's great, but I want to apply it everywhere automatically. So before I do that, I'm going to retype that stuff. So instead of header item number 1, I'm going to call it GDT rocks, and I'm pressing, I've pressed my caps lock on, right? So GDT rocks every day. I'm going to change that guy right here. I'm not going to change the titles right here. I'm going to do this one right here. Reeves is awesome. And then on the third one, I'm going to go nice weather today, whatever. My table of content still shows the old stuff, right? So I'm going to save that. All I have to do is I don't even have to select it. I don't believe I have to select it. But I go back to my layout right here. And because I changed some items within my document, I go back to my layout right here. Actually, no, I do have to select it, sorry. I have to select it and go back to my layout. And then right here, it says update table of content. So if I click on that, and you know, sure, no. Don't show again. Table of content has been updated successfully. I don't show again because otherwise it's going to be there every time. Great, look at this. GT rocks every day, page 1. Reeves is awesome. Nice weather today, beautiful. It's all there. That is lovely, I love it. Shoot, my page number is not bold anymore. And then how do I do that again? So I can delete this table of content altogether. And then again, start a new one. Table of content. So remember, it's called table of content. We're using the title style for this name. We have the header and we have the title styles that we want to add into the list. However, we only have a style applied to it, which is the table of content body text, which is fine, right? But what I want is I want to change the page number. So I have to go into more options right here. And now we have, so the header style will apply that for the entry. The page entry will be after the entry, right? Between the entry and the page number is a tab character that you saw. So this is by default. So I haven't changed any of that stuff. However, the page number right here, which is after the entry, you can apply a character style, which is what we created, remember, with the TOC bold number right there. So TOC number bold right there. I'm going to apply that to the page number only. And in between the entry and the number is a tab, and I could have also a style in there, which I don't have. I just have this thing, so I'm just going to but you could have, for example, the dotted line. You could have a ruler. You could have multiple things that you can set again in your character style. Those are character styles. Those are paragraph styles that you apply to your entry, and these are character styles that you apply to, for example, just the page number. What I want to do as well within that, which I forgot earlier, is I want to make text anchor in source paragraph. What that does is it doesn't do anything to your document. This is an option for further down when you export it as a PDF. You will have, again, your page not page marker, but your table of content within the PDF, your bookmarks within your PDF. And just click OK for now. This is pretty good, right? You're gonna click OK. Do you want the table of content? Okay, sure, yes, because I have some stuff that is overset. I should probably fix that. And then again, I create my table of content. Remember, it was always 3 columns, so I just click and drag over my 3 columns. And then, so there's my item on page 1, and see my page number is blue. That is the character the character style that is applied. Here, there's no character style applied, just to this one. So to push it even more, you could apply the character style to just that as well. If you want to have, let's say, those guys right here, to have a little bit more of an indentation, compared to the first one, the first entry, again, you would have to go and customize your table of content. And maybe I'll go over that individually if you guys want to know about it. So just, just ring me, and then we'll do a breakout room for that. But basically, that's how a table of content functions. And oh, you know what? Final part. So I save this document right here. I'm just going to export it as a PDF right there. I'm just going to go into the demos. Sure. I'm going to go format PDF. Excellent. Save it. And this is where it gets important. So first window when you export your PDF. So number one is going to be, whatever print quality or low quality for a website, when you want to post a document to a website or whatever. So I'm going to keep it in high quality, modified, because I'm modifying it. The view of my PDF will be, every page will fit within my screen right there, and you can change it to actual size, default, whatever, 25%, make it really, really small if you want. And I want to keep it as single page. But right now, because I have facing pages, I want to keep it as 2 up, so 2 pages and then facing, right? And I want to do 2 up facing with a cover page, meaning it'll be following basically the same layout as this, right? The cover will be separated, and then you'll have a spread with 2 pages facing one another. And then further down right here includes my hyperlinks. If there was like, www.apple.ca, whatever links, such as emails, etc., I can keep that in there. But I also include the bookmarks right here. And that's, again, that's going to be your table of content right here. That's basically it. I don't want to go too deep into it. I'll just go, yeah, okay, export. There's overset. So here, there's another little warning about my my one error, which is down there at the bottom. I have some extra text that is overset somewhere in my document. I don't want to, deal with it right now, so I'm just going to click OK. And it's exporting it right here. You can see right up here, see the little mark right there. You can go into your utilities. Oh, that was too fast. Usually you can go into your utilities. That was really fast. And you can go background task, and it will show you basically when you're exporting your document, and it says it's a very large document, lots of images, it takes a long time, and you go, shoot, I forgot something. You can stop it right here and then export it again later on. So your background task is what's happening in the background, basically, when you're exporting a PDF, for example, and you want to quit it, for example. Now I wouldn't have to open my PDF that is on my desktop. So I'm going to stop sharing the screen. I'm going to share it again, but with just a desktop this time. And I'm going to open that document that I have somewhere in my window right here called Demos. And I'm going to open that PDF that I just made, which is called Multiple Page Demo. Except I didn't save it there. I didn't pay attention to where I was saving it. So I'm going to export it again. Yeah, it should be there. How come it's not here? It's okay. I have all my settings all ready to go, so I'm going to do it again. And it's happening slowly. Oh, it made every single page. I forgot that was a setting that I had on the previous document. My bad. Go back to it again. Export as PDF. This is, I made this mistake. This was from a previous document that I made for you guys. Create separate PDF documents. So basically it's separated every single page. So I don't want that at all. I want my regular document. My bad, sorry. That's why we made some subfolders. You can see the background task happening up here. It's finished. So that's why I made my multiple page document right here and multiple individual pages right there. That's not what I want. I can delete that. And again, same thing. So here, now I have my PDF. There it is. That's the PDF I want to show you. So this PDF now, as you can see, it fits in my window. I just zoom it out a little bit. I have my document layout just like I did earlier, just like it matches my document in PDF. It has the facing pages and everything. And this table of content right here is interactive. You can see the fingers going over, so I can click on number 2 right there, and it takes me to this. So of course I lose my table of content. So in Acrobat right here, you have bookmarks. You click on that bookmark right here, it expands this, which you've probably seen on other ebooks that are in the resource folder. And all that stuff right here is here. So you can go title style right here, click, and I'm right here. Nice weather today, same thing. Reeves is awesome. I'm already on that page. So go GDT rocks. You know, I go straight to that document right here, and it takes me to that, basically that paragraph right here. So that's the cool thing about setting up styles. It's quite important, especially when you're making very large documents. You need to set up your paragraph styles properly, your character styles properly, apply them, and then you can create a KCast automatic table of content. And usually you do that at the very, very end. You do the table of content once you have your whole document set up, and that which carries over into a PDF, right? So that's the power of InDesign right there for you.